Corey, we're off to the races, dude. This is Lego 2K Drive. Corey, we checked out a new racing game, but this is one by Visceral Games. This is their step into the world of Lego in 2K. 2K Drive, dude. This one's been one we kind of saw on the outside and thought maybe this could work. A bit of a shock to see it revealed at all. And then when it has been here, we've been playing for quite some time. Yo, I've been having a great time though, Corey. This has been a good game. This is solid. I am very, very impressed. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm coming off my most recent Lego game, Lego Brick Tales, and I haven't played a Lego game in a while, but the nostalgia of playing Lego games, even still now in my mid-30s, I still love Lego. I mean, I may not play with it anymore, but, you know, I've got Lego stuff in my house, and then, you know, like, I am a Lego fan, you know, through and through. So the fact that we're able to play kind of a Lego open-world kart racing game now, I was pretty excited to jump in. And honestly, the 2K tie-in aside, to be honest, because you hook in your 2K account right at the beginning of the game if you want, unlocks the online features of the game. But really, I think the highlight here is the offline stuff, the story modes, the cup races, the environments here, Drew. It's done so well. Like, Lego games are always so polished. And this one is just the same way. We're getting a really well-made game, and it's a lot of fun to play. We may be a little old for how the story goes in this one, but honestly, Lego is geared towards the younger crowd, and I think that they've nailed it here. And the fact that you can just blast through everything, man, when you're driving and your car's switching between a car, a boat, an ATV, or an off-road vehicle. They've done it so seamlessly, and they've done it in a way where you don't feel like you're hindered at all, and it allows you to just literally drive in a straight line through everything if you want to. I mean, that might not be the most efficient use of your time, but the fact that the open world allows for that, I think is what makes this Lego racer game one of the kind of standouts in this kind of arcade racing genre. And I had a ton of fun playing this one, Drew.
No, I was really impressed. The fact that this is an open world, it kind of gives on that touch of the Forza Horizon series a little bit, right? We've seen that DLC kind of make its way over to the Forza Horizon series, but now we get our own Lego game that stand out, that is this open world. Like you say, seamless to transition from street to water to then off-road and then back again and completely just keep flipping through. Dude, it is like barrel through whatever you can, because it's all about smashing the bricks. And all of a sudden the achievement pops. I'm like, yeah, I got that, because I am crushing everything that's in my path. And it was a ton of fun to get into. Dude, the story is beyond the cheese. It is like 2 layers and a half of cheese, but it is that Lego personality, right? If you watch the Lego movies, you're gonna kind of get that atmosphere here as well with the story to help kind of push it forward. It is funny. Once you get past some of the things though, and you do some of these side quests, this is where some of it kind of goes off the rails a little bit for me. Dude, the robot, preventing the robots from like getting these towers. I'm like, really? I gotta smash these robots? There's just a bunch of stuff I wanted to get through so I can get back to the main thing of racing. And then you can actually go out too. If you don't want to do the story, you just go do races or the mini games. And I was doing the races. I'm like, man, this is kind of actually getting kind of tough. Like, this is, I'm a little impressed actually. It's not that easy to get through. I found when I was playing, because you get different tiers, you have the C section and the C circuit, and then the B circuit and the A circuit. Well, C circuit is pretty easy in the story to get through. And then as you power through some of these, then you unlock other bricks, other mechanics that allow you to then completely customize your own vehicles, be street, off-road, or water, to however you see fit. And I was like, there is like every brick possible, I think, from Lego in here.
Every single one.
It was amazing. It was absolutely wild to see. Now, granted, I started off my I think it was off-road, and I bounced in. Dude, I didn't realize I had my car backwards. So I've got what I thought was like the hood was actually at the back. I'm like, actually, this is kind of cool. And away I went anyways, but I was having a ton of fun. It was just goofy time here. Some of it is so over the top, right? Like with cows, there's cows everywhere, and I gotta go just do a donut race and all these other, you know, weird, quirky little Lego things that you would expect that you see in the movies. Transition right in here and play with the game as well. Super, super cool.
Yeah, they did a great job presenting this one, Drew. We're in 4 different biomes here, essentially. You know, we have Bricklandia is kind of our urban city area, and then we get over to the desert, and then we're more in a tropical scene, and we get a more of a haunted village style, you know, and it's cool. They did a really good job. The environments look really good. You actually touched on it before we started the review and said you really enjoyed how much the world was real. I mean, everything that's built and made is made out of Lego, but the grass is grass, the water is water, you know, the mountains are mountains. So it's really nice to have that, because we're thinking, man, if everything's a Lego piece in here, it might be a bit of an overload, because there is a lot to take in. It's very bright. There's a ton of color in this, but they did it in a way that, you know, it just feels so Lego. It's perfect. I love the garage. It was probably one of my favorite things jumping in, because I can just imagine how creative people are going to get with all the options that are available to them. So it was really nice to be able to jump in. You can start from scratch. You can, you know, build off a car that's already there. I jumped in. I'm not as good as I hope I'd be, but I feel like if you spend some more time in there, you can definitely get the hang of things. And the only thing I really got a gripe on here, Drew, is that there is a kind of microtransaction portion to this game.
Always.
It's not necessary. If you don't even link your 2K account, it's not something you're going to even run into. But it is an online marketplace, and there is something called a drive pass, which is essentially a battle pass of sorts. And if that's something you're into, it's definitely available for you. You get to unlock some pretty cool stuff. And the cash you collect in game, you can actually use in that store to buy skins for, you know, your racers, your cars, different stuff like that. But unfortunately, you don't really accumulate enough of these brick bucks in the game to afford some of the stuff in the store. It's pretty expensive. Who knows? Maybe they tweak this in the future. I think this is going to be a sore spot for some people, but honestly, it doesn't take away from the overall experience, especially of the offline portion of this game. There's cup races, there's regular races, there's mini games, there's the story mode, there's something for everybody here, and I think that's what makes this game so good. I mean, you could be 5 years old, you could be 105 years old, and still enjoy this game, some portion of it, right? And the races were definitely my favorite, next to the garage. I just had so much fun with this game, Drew. I just love Lego as long as I can turn the sound off for the voiceovers, and I'm good.
No, I think you're right. That's what I said, right? You get into this story, and it's just kind of so over the top, and I get it. But when you get Vicky Wheeler and, you know, oh man,
Parker Carr.
Yeah, Parker Carr is like, these are your announcers as you're going through this whole thing. It's just, man, oh man, yeah. If you can get past that part, I got to the point where I'm just skipping cutscenes so I can get right back into the action, because that's where I had the most fun, right? And that's kind of where I focused, and, you know, I was able to have a great time. Like you say, everybody can play this. And it's even got co-op too, so you can get in there with a friend. Overall, Corey, for me, dude, gonna wrap this one up. 8.5. This is a solid game. How about you?
You know what? I'm right there with you, Drew. I was kind of humming and hawing at the 8s, but I think this one is an 8.5. This game is solid all the way through, and like I said earlier, there's something for everybody here.
What do you say, Hotshot? Are you ready for greatness?